Smack like button. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Match Bell, the place where we discuss all things wrestling, past and present. Today, we are reviewing Elimination Chamber that happened on Sunday. It's coming to you a little bit late because we need time to sleep and watch things because we all have jobs still during COVID. I'll get this out of the way straight away. The predictions winner, I don't know how because our predictions went straight out the window with this show. Our winner is Richard this time round.
Golf clap. Yeah.
Purely down to Riddle.
Just
I want my
because
rematch clause.
They don't exist anymore, pal.
Damn it.
Yeah. You'll get your rematch at Fastlane.
Yeah, I'm coming for that title, Richard.
So, if you haven't already guessed, joining me today is Richard.
Hi, I'm Richard.
He's also tired by the looks of it.
Very, always.
And we've also got Liam with us.
Hello, it's me. It's me.
Liam.
It's yeah. My internet is a bit dodgy today. So fingers crossed everything goes alright. But if I end up becoming Optimus Prime, just ignore it.
Just transform and roll out.
Just don't make eye contact with the camera, Liam, and it'll be fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
Right. Let's get into it, shall we? So the show, the pre-show had a fatal four-way.
I didn't watch the pre-show.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get to the point of the whole US title thing.
All right, go on then.
So for some reason, Keith Lee's injured. Don't know the extent of that. They had a fatal four-way for whoever was going to replace him in the US title match, and John Morrison won that with a roll-up of all things.
The most devastating move in all of sports entertainment.
Comes as a surprise every time.
Johnny Mundo getting that win. Happy days.
That's a name I've not heard in a while. Did you used to watch Lucha Underground, Rich?
Yeah, religiously.
We also got told on the pre-show that Asuka would have a replacement for Lacey Evans, and the match would definitely happen tonight. Turns out WWE lies to us. That match never happened.
No surprises there.
No. So the first official match on the main show was the Smackdown Elimination Chamber match, and Daniel Bryan won this match, which I was happy about. Bless him. Like back in the vegans. Go on, Daniel. My notes that I've got here were great start. It was like watching 2009 Ring of Honor with a bit of Cesaro, Daniel Bryan, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn all in at the start. Sami was brilliant in this match as well. Like he was just relentless, shouting the whole way through.
Yeah, he actually made Corbin's entrance entertaining.
Yeah, he just wouldn't shut up, would he? The entire time. Just constantly going on with himself.
And my last note that I've got is I was quite surprised about Owens going out so quick.
True, yeah, I know, especially with him being the last number one contender.
Yeah.
But it was a believable exit.
It was, yeah. It was a surprise, but it was well executed, I think.
It was definitely well executed.
Yeah. What was your take on the match, Richard?
I liked the fact that they were all former champions. Like, I feel like them addressing that really bigged this up quite well.
Wrong match.
Oh, is that the other one?
Yeah.
Alright, I'll edit that bit out. It didn't happen. I'm tired, man. God.
Do you want me to ask you again?
No, it's fine. I'll leave it in. I'll own up to my mistakes.
Which is fine. He's a champion. Who's competing? Like
one take.
Yeah.
One take.
I enjoyed it. Yeah. I think Jey Uso had a good showing in this. Like, I know he was like towards the end that he came in, but I thought, he looked like he was meant to be there. Like, I feel like since facing Roman Reigns, he's escalated a lot. in my mind as a performer, as a singles performer anyway. And
Yeah, I think they've done well to establish him as a main eventer now.
yeah, I'm really curious to when his brother comes back, what happens to my vision of them then. Like, do I see them as a tag team again, or do I just see them as Jey Uso was a good singles wrestler? It's a bit strange, but yeah, looking forward to it. I don't know when his brother's back, but the storyline has been good. They've stretched it out. They've not done what was it, like Daniel Bryan and the Bray Wyatt family, where like one minute he joins them, and the next week it's flipped on its head. Like, just stretch your storyline out. We're not in any rush. There's no crowds there. You're not under any pressure.
Long-term booking.
Yeah, exactly. I'm really enjoying the long-term bookings that they're actually doing in WWE at the moment. I really liked Sami Zayn in this. He was hilarious. Like, I don't know how he keeps getting himself into these matches and then just complains while he's in them all the time. Like, I'm in this match because I want to be there, and then he's like trying to find allegiances straight away. Like, I really wanted him and Kevin Owens just to have that moment, and they did have a moment, and it was good. Who else was in this? Cesaro was amazing in this. Like,
Yeah,
Ainsley, you can't argue. Cesaro was probably
The star of this match.
Yeah, he did. He carried it a lot. Is this the one that? No, Jeff Hardy was in the other one. Who started this one? Cesaro and
Daniel Bryan
Daniel.
started it.
and Daniel Bryan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Cesaro was really good in this. I enjoyed it a lot. There was a bit where
He had the great spot where he climbed up the cage after Sammy,
yeah.
and then double stomped him off, and then did pull-ups on the top of it.
Oh, the pull-up section was great.
It
Like,
was so good.
if you want to make someone look strong, like in a literal sense,
Yeah, get him doing pull-ups.
yeah.
Get him doing
20 feet above the ring.
big Papa Pump push-ups after doing a move in the. No, I did enjoy this match. Like, it wasn't like, I'm not gonna go around saying, oh, it was the best match I've ever seen, but it was a good match. So yeah, there was some good spots and shit.
Would you go as far to say that it was the best match of the night?
No,
No.
I would.
I would as well, personally.
Yeah.
I'm interested to find out what you think was the best match then, Rich, but I'm sure we'll come on to it.
It'll probably be the US title match, just because that's what one of the predictions.
Looking down the list of matches,
The pre-show.
I don't think any of the last match, but we'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Fair enough. Right then, Liam, what did you reckon of this SmackDown Elimination Chamber?
Well, like I said, it was my favourite match of the night. I thought that Cesaro looked absolutely incredible. Like, there's just, you cannot deny that the man has got star potential. Because
Yeah, he's definitely got charisma, like, oozing out of him at the moment.
yeah, like whatever he's done, whatever training he's done, or anything that he's been doing recently, it's clearly working for him. Because back when he was the Swiss Superman, his charisma was kind of lacking. Now as a Swiss Cyborg, which I'm not a big fan of him being called, but never mind.
Is it a self-proclaimed Swiss cyborg, or has somebody just named him that? Like, has he ever referred to himself as that?
If it's just Michael Cole, not even Michael Cole, it'll be Tom Phillips, won't it?
Mate,
Corey,
I'll touch on nicknames for people later, because
I hate nicknames. They're so stupid. These monikers that they come up with for people. But yeah, he looks great, and I was actually fuming when he was eliminated by Jey Uso. And I know that Jey Uso has been made into a main event star, and I'm happy that that's happened, because he has clearly proved that he can hang in the main event. But the fact that they got rid of Cesaro, that Jey Uso got rid of Cesaro instead of Daniel Bryan, irritates me. Because Daniel Bryan did not need that match with Roman Reigns. He doesn't need it. What does he need it for? It does nothing for Daniel. It does nothing for Roman. Whereas I think if Cesaro had gone into the match, people would have been like, "Oh my god, Cesaro's actually made it into being number one contender." Whereas
Yeah, but
Daniel Bryan becoming number one contender is just like, "Oh, it's Daniel Bryan getting another title shot."
Yeah, but wouldn't you have been a bit annoyed given what happened afterwards? Cesaro being made to look really weak after it.
But you could do it differently. Like,
He's just been through an elimination chamber. You're not going to look weak if you can't perform in a match against the champion after an elimination chamber. I mean,
like
if you do come out of that elimination chamber and you put up a good fight, that just says that elimination chamber is nothing. Like, they're putting this thing down to, like, you're going into this thing and you never come out the same. Like,
it would have built him to be like an insane, like, potential main eventer. But who am I to judge on the decisions of the top brass at WWE? I don't know anything. I'm just a guy on the internet. So anyway, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. Sami Zayn, amazing, just constantly talking trash the whole time. I loved it when they kicked out his documentary crew and he was like, "What are you doing? Bring him back."
Wait, when he's shouting something to the commentators, like,
Corey!
Corey!
Help me, Corey!
I also thought it was a bit unfortunate when the plexiglass got knocked out of
Yes.
foreshadowing. What's he called?
Almost. Yeah.
That bit later on.
Oh, I didn't even make the connection. Oh yeah.
Oh, did you not?
No, you mentioned that. God, yeah. And then there was just some all around good stuff in it. I really liked it. I love Jey Uso just sat in his pod, just like stewing, watching everybody.
Yeah, very much Roman Reigns-esque there.
Yeah, just like sort of calm and sort of in control.
That was a bit of a theme with the two matches, though, wasn't it? Like the last person left in the pod was very like almost collecting themselves before they came out and stuff.
Yeah. No, good match. Really enjoyed this match.
I enjoyed the match. So after this, obviously, Daniel Bryan won his number one contendership, and Roman said he'll take on someone straight away for the Universal title. So Roman comes straight out, and we have our Universal title match. The start of this match was a bit surprising as soon as, like, when Daniel Bryan locked in that yes lock straight away. And then it kind of turned into a, yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Like, that's just, like, my take on it, because it's sort of, you got that, ooh, this is exciting straight away, and then 5 seconds later, it's like, all right, okay.
It almost sort of got your hopes up, didn't it? For them to just come crashing down 30 seconds later.
That's what it's supposed to have done, isn't it?
Yeah, but then it was like it crashed them down, and then it just kept going.
The thing is, I don't think I'd be as sort of bummed out about this if we hadn't got that Daniel Bryan Brock Lesnar match from Survivor Series a few years back. You know, when he just got the living daylights beaten out of him, and then he came back and just fought as hard as he could against Lesnar. And it's like, I know Reigns is a big guy, but he's not Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, but
then I see what you're saying about
through an elimination chamber.
Yeah. So is the elimination chamber?
Not only that, but he's also started the elimination chamber. Like, he's gone through the entire match.
Oh yeah. He has that. He's like done the Iron Man of the chamber,
because I'm sure the match is like 50 minutes long. So,
fair.
My only takeaway from this Universal title match was that Paul Heyman looked like Veruca Salt from Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, because he was just a big round blue ball.
Wow.
In that suit. That was my only takeaway from it.
The first elimination chamber was 35 minutes, by the way.
Roman to give him the title, I was like, oh my god, Veruca Salt.
We don't body shame on this channel.
Sorry.
Liam does, we don't.
I do.
Yeah, Liam might do. It's fine. Liam body shames. Steve's got an issue with Lana. I'm not going to say women, but Lana. Yeah, let's move away from that point. Go on then, Liam. I'll go to you first on this one.
Oh, for the Universal title match.
Yeah.
It was just. It was something that had to happen, didn't it, for Roman to keep the title? Like, it could have. I think there was better ways of doing it.
Mainly putting Cesaro in the match.
Yeah, just put Cesaro in the match. Just give him a chance in the spotlight. Like, what's stopping you from giving him a chance in the spotlight? Like, come on. He climbed the Elimination Chamber and he grabbed the brass ring and he did pull-ups on it. Let him have the match.
I feel like I didn't watch enough Raw to understand. Or which show are we on about?
Smackdown.
I don't think I watched enough SmackDown to know why Roman Reigns wasn't in the Elimination Chamber, though.
Because
He's the head of the table and he's calling the shots.
Yeah, Paul Heyman was like, we're changing the contract. If Roman has to defend his title, he's not going to defend it in the chamber, he'll defend it straight after. That was basically it. They just rewrote his contract.
Right.
Because you can do that.
Yeah.
It's fine. Clearly, on that day, not general manager Adam Pearce and not general manager Sonya Deville were off that day, so they couldn't have done anything about it. But we'll touch on Mr. Pearce later.
I love Mr. Pearce and Mr. Deville. They're great.
Yeah. So, Richard, what did you reckon?
There's no opinion on it. I know, like, what happened, and Roman Reigns retains the title because he has to. Like, he's one of the biggest storylines of last year was him with this whole persona change, and with him not being champion at WrestleMania, it'd be a bit weird. So, as long as he retains it, I'm really not bothered like what happens. But I am really intrigued to see where it goes with his challenger at WrestleMania.
Yeah, speaking of which, good segue.
Thank you.
Edge came out and speared Roman whilst he was celebrating the win. And then did his big old point to the WrestleMania sign. And we got it confirmed later on in the night that Edge is challenging Roman for the Universal title at Mania.
We got it confirmed in case we didn't know.
Yeah. In case it wasn't like blatantly shoved in our face. Michael Cole had to reassure us later that it was going to happen.
But Edge is himself now because he didn't realise that he would have to fight Miz. Spoilers.
Yeah. Well, like, Miz would have been the easier option for him, I think.
It's so much easier.
Yeah.
But anyway,
he's killed my fantasy booking of like him and Randy going at it for the title. But I guess I'll have to take the winner takes the top of the spear list.
Yeah. Edge and Randy could be SummerSlam.
Yeah, could be. Yeah, Randy goes to SmackDown.
All I'm saying is if the spear is one of your moves, they've got to know how to counter it. Like, if they just keep hitting spears at each other and neither of them know how to dodge a spear, I'm going to be quite surprised.
Or if they both go for a spear at the same time and just, like, shoulder tackle each other. Or headbutt each other. It's like it'll be like that scene, in the Matrix where they're both floating around each other.
Yeah, I do, yeah.
it'll just be like 20 minutes of them circling each other, because that'll be terrible.
We'll find out soon enough. Mania's coming up.
It is coming up
really quickly.
Yeah, only two pay-per-view. Oh, only one pay-per-view before it. Sorry.
Because nobody gets handcuffed again, and then Paul Heyman has to spend 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to de-handcuff them.
What are you talking about? It was a 10 count.
he just got gassed when he got to 6 and he just had to take a breather.
Like me when I climb upstairs.
Moving on from this segment, we got the triple threat for the US title, which now featured John Morrison in the place of Keith Lee. Riddle, don't call him Matt Riddle, and the champion Bobby Lashley. Riddle won this after he attacked Bobby with MVP's crutch, if I can remember rightly. Mm-hmm. I did watch it yesterday.
Hit him twice, yeah.
Yeah. They were some strong hits as well. Like, bits of that crutch went flying.
I think he hit him the first time and the crutch didn't break, and he was like, I think I better do this second one a bit.
I don't know.
Well, speaking of selling, my main note on this is like them two selling for Bobby made him look like an absolute beast. When he was like wrapping Morrison around the corner post, and he just spun out, and then he flipped Riddle over, and Riddle was just like sort of had that traumatized look on his face of what the hell
What just happened?
Yeah,
and the fact that they teamed up as well to on him.
Yeah, they played it clever with that, and then obviously Morrison turned on Riddle to take the win for himself. I love the little the arguments between Morrison and MVP as well. When MVP is giving it all the big one, he's like, "Man, just shut the hell up."
He's funny, Johnny. I love him.
And the Starship Pain that he hit, just I love it. It's such a good move.
Like he does miss a lot though with it.
Did he miss on Bobby, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he catch him with like his forearm?
The only
Yeah.
Not a lot.
But then Riddle missed his as well.
Yeah, he did.
And I was like, Bobby's a big guy.
I'm pretty sure the commentators were like, "Oh, he fully connected there," and I was like, "No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. Didn't get all of it.
Like, did it? You sure about that? What did they catch? Did they catch Bobby's soul laying next to him? Like,
oh, well, we'll let the predictions winner, because he won off this match, go first on this one. Go on, Rich. What did you think?
Like with watching what happened on Monday Night Raw, this is just one big story to make Bobby Lashley look like a beast. And I've been saying since
forever.
Since the Apollo stuff, like towards the end of last year, I find it really Bobby Lashley matches really boring, and he is this beast that should be just allowed to, just Hulk out, and he did it. And even though he lost, this is probably my favourite Bobby match since his return. So, and he lost. So, congratulations, you've finally done it. Keep it up. No, he looks like a monster, and that's what he should be. Like, I'm never going to take the Hurt Business seriously if, they just mess about and pussyfoot around the lower titles. So yeah, I was happy with this. I enjoyed Riddle winning it as well, and I'm always going to enjoy watching John Morrison, so it was good.
Fair. Liam, what did you take away from this match? Words.
I thought this match was very good. I thought Riddle looked good in the match. I thought John Morrison looked good, even though he was only there to eat the pin. I thought Bobby looked absolutely incredible. Like, the Almighty is probably the perfect nickname for him. I think, talking before about nicknames being a bit dodge, I think Bobby's nickname pretty much fits the bill. Like, the guy just looks amazing.
It's about the only one on the roster at the moment that suits his nickname.
Yeah.
What about the Messiah? CrossFit Jesus?
Yeah. I'd rather him actually call him CrossFit Jesus, but
CrossFit Jesus.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, it was really good. You can see that they're setting up Bobby to become a main event talent.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's about time, really. Like they needed to get that title off him. I'm glad they got it off him while still making him look strong. It puts Riddle over, which I'm not sure whether Riddle would have got the title if Keith Lee was still in the match.
Yeah, the whole thing with this match, with me, and I'm assuming with you after that comment, is there's a big what if hanging over it.
Yeah.
Would we have got the same outcome if Keith Lee was in the match?
Yeah, if Keith was in the match, would Riddle still have won?
Yeah.
I don't think so, personally.
Well, I'm not buying that Riddle would have hit the bro Derek on a guy of Keith Lee's size.
No, I think
he struggled to lift Bobby, and
yeah. But saying that, Riddle did impress. He had a good showing. He sold well. He looked good. Like, the MMA background I think it really works for him. using like the MMA background in his matches because it makes him look not necessarily deadly, but it makes him look like
It makes him look at least a bit legit.
Yeah, it makes him look legit.
Hmm.
So yeah, no, it was a nice match. I enjoyed it, and I'm glad Riddle won because I feel like if Keith had been in there, he probably wouldn't have got the chance. So I'm happy for him.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, we'll see where they go with this Riddle storyline now. It depends when Keith comes back, I guess. And they might move forward with Keith versus Riddle.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, it'll be good to see because they have got some chemistry, and they've both got Dragon Ball named moves, so that'll be interesting. It's the only thing that I'll take away from like any of them is just like, oh, that's named after Dragon Ball. Exciting.
Got to love a weeaboo fight, don't you?
Yeah,
As long as we don't get Riddle versus Corbin again, I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm done with that one.
Well, saying that, who's just come up from NXT?
Rhea Ripley.
No.
Oh no, Damian Priest.
Yeah, so I reckon that might be, maybe.
Priest stuck in a Bad Bunny storyline at the minute.
Yeah,
God.
Priest is going to tag with Bad Bunny at Mania, isn't he?
Bad Bunny at Mania.
Thank God there's no crowds at wrestling at the moment, because nobody be having any of that.
But aren't they aiming to have a crowd at Mania?
I think so.
Are they? I'm surprised.
Well, they're doing it in the stadium, aren't they? So
the biggest tell over how well known Bad Bunny is as a talent of like a musical star will be the crowd's reaction to him at WrestleMania. If he gets X-Pac heat, then I'll be like, Corey, you lied to us.
Oh, mate, like they posted a clip of Raw where he did a segment for the 24/7 championship, and they were like, Bad Bunny is a fighting champion. Do you know what he did? Drew Gulak ran at him and he held the rope down whilst Drew jumped over it. If that's what you're calling a fighting champion.
Did you see that he had the belt on Saturday Night Live as well?
Yeah, it was flexing on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
It's so they can get some mainstream
Because no one's heard of him off YouTube.
Yeah, mainstream eyes on wrestling. Be like, all right, oh, you're picking up steam in the mainstream world. Go, hey, have a title and go and show it off so that people think about wrestling again.
Yeah.
But anyway,
don't forget to plug that we're now partnered with Peacock.
Who was? The clothing store?
Yeah, I wish.
Hey,
Not smart.
Did it close down?
Other clothing stores are available.
Are we that bad that we've been sponsored by a bankrupt company?
Yeah, probably. That'd just be our luck, wouldn't it?
We owe them money, by the way.
Yeah. No, we're sponsoring them. Oh God! Right.
Sorry,
so-
you go.
yeah. The next match was the penultimate match
What
on
match
the
were we
card.
talking about? Oh, yeah. The Riddle one. Yeah, congratulations, Riddle.
Yeah, well done. The next match on the card was a women's tag title match between the champions Shayna Baszler and Nia Jax and the challengers Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. My main note was Shayna works the arm, and I was hoping Steve would be on this review so I could do the. Yes, yeah.
I can embody what Stu would say, if you want.
Yeah, go on.
I like that.
Ah, that was pretty spot on, that actually.
Yeah, that's what you say. I like that.
Yeah, Shayna was working Sasha's arm. We knew Sasha and Bianca weren't really going to win this because, like,
well, they've got a match against what's it, Anthony, on NXT. So
yeah. Oh my God, what are the names? Raquel and
Thingy-majig.
Dakota Kai. Yeah, God, that's how rememberable Dakota Kai is at the moment. Wow. Raquel's like the main person in that team anyway, so.
Yeah.
Dakota Kai's been there since the Mae Young Classic or whatever.
Yeah.
Dawn of time.
She's been there a long way.
Dawn of NXT.
She has been there a while, but like, you know, Raquel's the one getting all the push.
True.
I just remember Raquel more than Dakota. Shame. Sorry.
Had a title match not long ago against Io, so she's been in the main picture.
Yeah.
Anyway, we don't.
Anyway, that's NXT. This is
So,
we're not talking about this. So we got Shayna and Nia doing their entrance, and then we got a backstage interview for some reason before they came out, and they were asking Bianca who she's going to pick at Mania. It's obviously going to be Sasha, but the tiptoeing around it for now. And Carmella's sommelier.
Reginald.
Yeah, I've not been following it properly, but I don't get what his thing is with Sasha at the moment.
He's got a crush on her. That's all it is.
He's banging on about, I'll have some champagne waiting for you when you win this. And then he came out and ruined it for him because he handed Sasha a champagne bottle and she was like, what are you doing? I'm not going to use it. And then the ref decided she was going to use it.
So stupid, isn't it? It's such a...
Yeah.
It's just...
This was... It was a good match up until the end, and then I was like, you didn't need to do that. But the thing is as well, it kind of made Sasha look a bit like... I get that she's the baby face and you've got to root for the underdogs and stuff in the match, but to have Sasha get beaten on as much as she did in this match, and she's meant to be your champion.
It makes her look like a bit of a loser, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it just makes you think that she's going to be easy work for Bianca.
Especially when she loses to a Samoan drop-off Nia Jax.
Yeah.
Like, if it had been the Kimura clutch, or the Karifuda clutch, sorry, off Shayna, I would have believed it a bit more.
Well, yeah, because that's a legit move that can send somebody to sleep. Like, she wouldn't have to have tapped. She could have just passed out, and that would have been it. Like, just take Bianca out of the mix and keep her away from.
I feel like if you have Shayna do that to Sasha, then that puts Shayna in the title picture.
But Shayna's already been in title pictures, though.
Yeah, I know, but if you submit the champion, you should be the next one in line.
Now Nia's pinned the champion, so does Nia get a chance at the title?
Yeah, but it was just a...
If it was a surprise roll-up, then I would have been all right with it.
Yeah.
If it was a surprise roll-up, you should be handing over the title there and then.
Just by default. Yeah, I was overall disappointed with this match, but we're not going to see it again. They can move on with storylines. I think it was just filler.
I'm not a fan of the women's tag teams titles or anything to do with that. I just don't feel like they're ever going to have proper... I don't feel like in 20 years we're going to be like looking back going, remember that women's tag team that like, oh, they were good, weren't they? But yet with the men you can be like, oh, the Hardy Boys or Team 3D and others that aren't coming to mind right now.
Yeah,
but I don't feel like in 10 or 20 years we're going to look back and be like, oh, do you remember the Riot Squad? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing, isn't it? They've not got established teams.
Yeah, but
apart from Sasha and Bayley, and obviously the Iconics and stuff.
The Iconics, yeah.
There was no established tag teams properly. It was just mixed match people, and it still is now. Like, even Shayna and Nia were just put together.
They've made it work.
Yeah, they're making it work. But, like, then you break up all your other tag teams. Like, they're broken up by Iconics. Now we've got 2 singles performers. And then all of a sudden we've slapped Lana and Naomi together.
Asuka and Charlotte.
Yeah, slapped Asuka and Charlotte together. You're just putting random people together. The only other established tag team at the moment is Dakota and Raquel.
Well, they had plenty in the tournament, didn't they?
But half of them were just mixed match together. Like, Candice and Indy Hartwell were never a tag team. They were just put together because they're in the same stable.
Mm-hmm.
They need a revision on the tag team division.
They need a revision on the tag team division, and they need to give women's divisions mid-card titles.
Absolutely.
If you want if you want to showcase more of your female talent, give them something to chase other than just the main event.
Give them a
Bring back-
show.
Bring back the European title.
Why
That could be the-
on earth they did a 205 when they could have just done a women's, a women's show? Then
Yeah, you could have just revived, like, I don't know, Sunday Heat or something and
Yeah.
give them that. But
And the booking of the women lately has been dire. Like the fact
absolutely
that
subpar.
in 2 pay-per-views, both women's matches have had male interference. Why?
It's always male interference. So like it's like the first ever women's Money in the Bank match. James Ellsworth won it.
Yeah, it's stupid. It devalues your women wrestlers.
Yeah,
Like-
and that like last year's Money in the Bank women's match as well. Like you had to have it cross over with the men's just because they were in the same building. It didn't have to. They could have stayed well away from each other.
it's weird how when you have a women's match and you put a man in it, that it devalues it. But yet when you have a Royal Rumble and Beth Phoenix turns up to it, then it it raises the value.
It's a bit weird, that, isn't it?
Yeah.
I suppose it just comes down to like societal stereotypes there, though.
Oh, when Nia Jax came out last year's Royal Rumble, we like
I mean,
those, but we don't like
I
it the
wasn't
other way
happy
around.
with that. I wasn't keen on that one.
Oh, right, for China then.
Yeah, watching China beat up all the men, that was always fun.
Yeah.
But
China was built like a brick poo house.
Yeah.
so
she was.
it's legit. Isn't it?
House.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the whole red pill thing at the minute is taken away from the storyline. Like,
Yeah. I
Make it
just don't think I like the Reginald guy at all. Like, I'm not a fan.
Yeah, I don't understand him at the moment, and I don't think Carmella needs somebody like that.
no, I like his suits though.
Yeah.
Yeah, his suits are clean.
I like his shoes.
He always looks-
I just don't like it when they just turn up with this person. Like I wanted an introduction to this guy. I'd probably care more about him if I knew like some backstory. But like for them just to turn up and then he's just there. Like why couldn't they've had like clips of her in the club and then this guy was like kept bringing her stuff over and she was like, I like you. I'm gonna hire you. I'd be more intrigued with that.
Is that how you want? Is that how you want everyone to be introduced, even in your real life?
I want a proper introduction. I don't want them to just appear and I have to be like, right, this is a person now.
This is my new partner. Here's a video explaining everything about them.
Here's another James Ellsworth.
Right, should we move on to the next match? I feel like we've done opinions on that one.
Let's move on.
We're getting so distracted, like we're not even talking
Yeah.
about the pay-per-view anymore. Which is
Oh.
fine, 'cause it's just a good conversation. But whatever.
Yeah.
How far are we through this? We've got two. Well, we're doing all right. We've got 2 left.
Wait.
We're doing okay. So the next match was the Raw Elimination Chamber match for the WWE title. Drew retained his title in this match, but something that got massively shoved in our faces and wasn't a surprise at all happened after the match.
Tell us
But we'll
what.
get to that in a minute. I enjoyed this match. It was the lesser of the 2 chamber matches, but it was still good. I think this was more, whereas the first one was very technical because you had the technical wrestlers in it. This one was more of your brutal wrestling because everyone was just
Knee slapping.
meat slapping, going at it. I loved everybody just trash talking Randy during his entrance because he was having a little face offs with everybody. Like Kofi's just going on about him flexing his quads or something
Yeah.
like that.
How Randy kept a straight face in that. Have you been doing squats? They look good.
Kofi just would not. Kofi was the Sami Zayn of this chamber match. Like,
Oh, it was like you could hear him all the way through it, like just going on with himself.
And it proper made me laugh when he was coming down doing his entrance. And he went, and check behind him just in case, because Edge was in the building. Like, you're not taking my spot again.
I really enjoyed Kofi versus Randy Orton, that whole championship feud that they had in, like, when was it, like 2010, something like that.
Been around that
Kofi throwing paint all over Randy's beautiful car. No, I enjoyed that feud. It was a good feud, so it was nice to just remember that again.
I think we got callbacks to a few good feuds in this, because this was the match where everybody was an ex-champion.
They also mentioned that everyone's got a history with Randy Orton in this as well.
Yeah, they did. Randy was the glue that held it all together, I think.
I can't remember Sheamus Randy, but I'm sure it was there somewhere.
They have fought in the past.
Yeah. But no, like there was loads of takeaways from this match, like AJ giving it the big one, and then as soon as Randy got knocked out, he got Omos to pull him out of his pod, which he was the next one in the sequence to get released. Granted, he came out early, but then you got not General Manager Adam Pearce coming out and ejecting Omos out of the match because he has the power to do that, apparently. Like
the WWE official.
Yeah.
General manager. That's
yeah. As soon as AJ like jumped in the ring and started pinning people before he came out, the referee should have just been like, "No."
Yeah.
But
get back in.
Yeah, but the referee was just like, "Yeah, whatever. 1, 2."
I liked how they dodged around the timer in this match as well, because we actually got the rules displayed for the Raw Elimination Chamber. At regularly timed intervals, people will be released.
One more time, Alex. Try that again.
No, I'm going to go with that one. People know what I'm on about. Regularly. Yeah, because that timer was all over the place in the Smackdown one. It's like watching the Rumble, and it's like, yeah, every minute and a half, my backside. Like, it's been 10 seconds since the last person came out.
Do what you want.
But yeah, do what you want. Not fussed.
Some people have got Undertaker length, entrances. You've got to include that.
Yeah. Bring back that little golf cart that was bringing them all out.
We're obsessed with that golf cart. Did you know that AEW did that first? Yeah.
Oh no, I don't mean that. I mean like the little trolley thing that they brought them all out on.
Yeah,
that
I know you did. But as soon as you say golf cart, I'm just going to immediately refer back to AEW did that first. By the way,
No, they didn't. It was WrestleMania X7.
No, they didn't. It was PGA 98. Like, come on.
Didn't they turn that into Shotzi's tank? Or am I making that up?
Possibly, yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
Anyway, digressing. Yeah, no, loads of meat slapping in this match. Drew looked pretty beastie. Like the whole build was up to Sheamus coming out last and like getting Sheamus in a ring with Drew at the same time. And they just went ham on each other. Like there was some stiff hits between them. You could tell.
Sheamus had bruising on his chest.
Yeah. And you could see like when Drew was punching him in the face, like you could see him shaking from it. And you could hear each connection of each hit as well, which like it just made it a bit more legit. And I suppose you can get away with that because they are really good friends, and I think it's a case of if we're gonna do this, like I want you to hit me.
Yeah, they're both British lads. They know how to do it, don't they?
Yeah. And then like commentary just ruined some of it because Sheamus is the Celtic Warrior. I get that. He has always been the Celtic Warrior. Drew is the Scottish psychopath. Why have we avoided calling him the Scottish psychopath just because his face now? Why is he also all of a sudden the Scottish Warrior? Like, you've already got one warrior in the ring. We don't need two.
So they can have the standoff of the Warriors, isn't it? That was all it was for.
Yeah. The other thing that I was thinking about, like, actually, no, I'll talk about that after this match because it plays into what happened. But it's fine. I'll get opinions from you. Liam, what did you think?
Right. First of all, why is Jeff Hardy in this match?
Because he's an ex-WWE champion.
Like,
there you go.
I don't understand why Jeff Hardy was here. He just... I thought honestly, Jeff was just in there to eat the first pin, and that didn't happen. Randy ate the first pin, and I was like, okay, that was interesting. The other thing is, why was Alexa Bliss not involved in Randy's elimination? Because I think that's missing a huge trick there.
Oh, did you not? Have you not seen the segment he did on Monday?
I have seen the segment on Raw, yeah, I've seen that, but I just feel like she didn't play a physical part in the, like even if it was just sort of like, I don't know, some kind of voodoo nonsense that Bray Wyatt's known for, like it just.
Yeah, they do seem to be picking and choosing when that storyline affects him.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, kind of annoyed about that. Who eliminated Randy anyway? Can't remember now.
Kofi.
Kofi did, yeah.
Kofi. So I suppose it's Kofi getting one up on Randy, which is so
like
I suppose all right in that case. But yeah, I just don't understand why Jeff was there. I thought Drew doesn't do it for me. I've said this before. He just doesn't do it for me. So I didn't enjoy it as much as the last one because I didn't feel like it was invested in the superstars, in the wrestlers, if that makes sense.
Even though the champion was actually involved in this one.
Even though the champion was involved in this one, yeah. Because personally, I think that the Chamber should be for a #1 contendership for the alternate title. That's my personal opinion, but it dates back to like early 2000s, and that's how they used to do it. So, like the Royal Rumble winner would go for one title, and whoever won the Chamber would go for the other. So I like that sort of setup. I don't like having the champion in the Chamber because they're going to win. Why are they going to lose? Why would they take?
I don't know. Bray won it in the Chamber.
Yeah, there's got to be a really good reason story wise for them to lose it. So, but
I feel like the Elimination Chamber is a good excuse to lose your title. I don't think it makes you look weak for losing in the Elimination Chamber.
No, definitely not. It doesn't make you look weak. I just feel like it sort of hastens the build to Mania. For the title holder, basically. That's all.
Especially now that rematch clause don't exist.
Yeah. So, and especially in this situation where we've got Fastlane.
I bet Roman Reigns has rewritten his contract, whatever.
It's our rematch clause.
Yeah, because he rewrites his own contracts now.
Paul Heyman's just like scurried up behind him with a brand new contract.
Yeah, Edge will win at Mania, and then Smackdown after Mania, Roman will just come out and go rematch, and then like guillotine Edge and break his neck again.
Actually, it's written into my contract that I can't lose a title by pinfall. I can only lose it by submission. And Edge is like,
well,
I didn't know that.
I'll learn a submission.
Guess I'm dusting off the educator. God.
Go on, Rich. What did you think of the match?
I don't feel like I enjoyed either of the Elimination Chambers. I felt like they weren't as hard hitting and as like I remember Elimination Chamber being this like what's the word, like daunting thing. Like the wrestlers would walk down to the ring and be like staring at it like they were scared of it, but this one they just weren't phased by, or like they go to get chucked onto the chain bit at the bottom and they'd be like like trying to avoid it at all costs, but you didn't seem to get any of that in any of these Elimination Chambers.
It looks too clean now, doesn't it?
It does, yeah. And the bottom had that padding on it as well.
Which, fair enough, because I was thinking about this as well as I was watching it. And I was thinking to myself, I bet there's some of the like really old wrestlers, like Kevin Nash, who's probably sat at home watching this, going, back in my day, the Chamber used to have a metal floor and all this stuff. And then I was thinking, well, you only wrestled for about 6 years, whereas these guys have been wrestling for about 20.
Yeah, but the floor didn't even look like it was put down properly. Like it was sticking up in places and it was just.
But I think they've made it safer because they want to prolong their wrestlers.
I think like they could have made it safer, but retained its what word am I looking for?
Like the danger aspect of it.
Yeah,
yeah,
pretty much. I just wasn't. it just wasn't the same. I don't. As an all-round pay-per-view, I don't feel like I enjoyed this pay-per-view as much as previous Elimination Chambers. I don't think I enjoyed it at all, really. Now that I'm really thinking about it, it was a. I feel like the storyline progression was the bit that I liked most about this. Like, I enjoyed Roman Reigns just doing his own thing and coming out and defeating Daniel Bryan in such a short match. I enjoyed what we're going to talk about in a minute. I enjoyed the Edge bit. I don't feel like I enjoyed the matches. I just feel like I enjoyed the other bits to it.
Yeah, it almost feels like they're. I think they've just given up on having these pay-per-views between Rumble and Mania, and it's just filler pay-per-views now.
Which is a shame, because the road to WrestleMania, starting at Rumble, and then the Elimination Chamber used to be this epic thing, and then the pay-per-view just before WrestleMania has always been terrible. Fastlane or Great Balls of Fire or whatever the heck you want to call it, they've always been naff. Which is weird, because it's the pay-per-view just before WrestleMania. You think they'd, like, pump some massive stuff into there. And there was WrestleMania itself, yeah.
Yeah, there was a thing a while ago of people asking for Chamber to be made like one of the big 4/5, weren't there? And then
I'd cut Fastlane out. Cut Great Balls of Fire or whatever the heck's on next. Just have it Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania. Simple.
I mean, the Chamber actually means something instead of having like 7 on one pay-per-view.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I don't
it.
need
Like
to see a men's, a women's, another man's, a tag teams. Like, just have one.
Yeah.
And make it a spectacle.
I'll just have one for each, because you could have a women's chamber match, but you don't need one for each brand. Like you say, like the Rumble winner needs to pick their person, and then the Chambers for the alternate title.
Yeah, and do the same for the women's.
Yeah,
I'm happy with that.
But we don't work for WWE. And creative do whatever Vince tells them to until the day dies. So
I don't feel like I'd want a women's Elimination Chamber match.
Do you know?
They've been good ones.
From something different.
Just don't feel like that's something I'd want to watch.
The Chamber match with Shayna, where she just dominated everyone, was a lot of fun.
Yeah, but I feel like they struggle to get, enough women in that I'd care about.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, everyone's going off and having babies at the moment, aren't they? So
yeah, Ric Flair's.
Yeah.
No, he admitted on Raw that wasn't his.
Yeah, but he does like blondes. Which is also something that Charlotte said. Not my words.
God's sake.
God.
Oh, dear.
Right, so we can agree that this match was pretty weak.
The pay-per-view was weak.
Yeah, the whole pay-per-view was weak. However, after this match, Miz cashed in, which we totally didn't see coming.
Whoa, just before that. No. You missed a bit there. We had Bobby come out.
Oh, yeah, we had Bobby come out and decimate Drew.
Him. Oh,
yeah.
God.
Dominated.
Bobby just looked. Bobby dominated. Who's competing with Bobby? Like,
no one at the moment.
Ezekiel Jackson, he would.
Is it Big Zeke?
Yeah.
Big Zeke.
Guy had basketballs on his shoulders. He was massive.
Oh. Let's get Zeus back.
Get Zeus back. Get Titus Worldwide to come and fall into the ring.
Oh no.
Let's get Mark Henry back.
Don't give them ideas, because we'll have like Mark Henry starting an opposing stable.
Yeah, we want a new.
And then it'll be like MVP
domination.
versus Mark Henry at Survivor Series.
God, the Rock coming back at Mania is enough for me. Yeah, so Bobby came out, slapped Drew about a bit, and decided he was done with him, and was like, "Here you go, Miz, have at it." And then, yeah, like I say, it did the thing that we totally didn't see coming. After all the little nods to it throughout the night, and even the little promo, like slapped onto the end of the Raw Elimination Chamber promo package, told us it was going to happen. Miz came out, cashed in, and hit a skull-crushing finale on Drew to become the new WWE champion. Somewhere Miz Girl is staring a hole through a television.
20 years old now.
Yeah. Yeah, and Miz is the
Angry
new
Miz
champ.
woman.
I mean, it made me laugh when it happened, just because it made me instantly think of Rich on a predictions video going, I don't see why they'd set the title off Drew this close to Mania. They did.
I feel sorry for Drew because like Goldberg and then winning an elimination chamber just to lose it to a cash in. Like, oh man.
They're building with the Sheamus storyline though.
Yeah,
like
but
they've
they
got
could
a
have done that
blood
with the
feud
belt,
going on.
though.
But if you remember back a few months ago, I mentioned that Miz is on his way out. So this might be his final swan song before he leaves.
Yeah, but they tend to do this as well, because wasn't Riddle meant to be quitting, and then all of a sudden they've slapped a belt on him now.
Yeah. So
And Ricochet is getting this little push here
it's
and there.
micro push.
Oh, did you
Yeah.
see that they put Ricochet versus AJ Styles? I was so when
Yeah, and then almost came in and spoiled it.
when that popped up on my feed, I was like, yeah, and it was so short.
Anyway, we don't want to talk about Raw.
Yeah. Now, what do you reckon to the Miz being a new champ then, Rich?
I'm happy whenever there's a cash in. I'm happy as long as we don't have a who lost it. Corbin didn't retain it.
Sandow.
Braun
someone
didn't
else as
retain.
well.
Braun didn't win.
Braun.
No, as long as the cash in is worth something, I remember the days when it was 100% cash in becomes champion. Like that was good. That was good. I enjoy every cash in. So yeah, I was
when it works.
Yeah. So I enjoyed the Miz being champion. I remember Miz Cena WrestleMania. He's a good champion. He does rile the crowd up well. That there's a crowd, and with the closer that belt is to John Morrison, the happier I am. I'm a big fan of John Morrison, by the way, just in case you don't know. He used to be on Lucha Underground.
Are you just living in hope that John turns face and
John?
They might freebird rule it.
I don't want John face. John is a great heel. I'm happy with John being.
You might start the freebird rule and just have John Morrison defend the world title.
There's only two of them, so you do. Oh, Freebird, not Three Bird.
Not freebird, freebird.
Damn it! Misunderstood.
Where it would just be like, right, John, you can face him this time.
Yeah, no. I'm happy Mrs. Champion. I'm happy Bobby's getting a push. And I'll be happy to see McIntyre versus Sheamus. The other thing I could be more happy of if it was Keith Lee versus McIntyre. That'd be a good match.
That would be a good match. Well, there's talks of it being a triple threat at Mania of Lashley, Miz, and someone else. I can't remember who the third name was that got thrown in. But I'd rather just see Lashley versus Miz, if that's the route that they're going to go down.
Who's the third name?
I can't remember. I saw it pop up today. I'd have to go back and check. But there is a third name being thrown in the hat for the title. It might even be Morrison, to be honest.
No.
But we'll see. Go on, Liam. What do you reckon to this angle?
I really liked the cash in. I like Miz as a champion. I am a bit nervous that they're going to take it off him at Fastlane and just have him as a transitional champion so that they can get the title onto Bobby, so that then they can have Bobby and
was it
Drew.
Braun?
Yeah, it might have been Braun.
Braun
Yeah,
came
Braun's.
out. Yeah,
Braun's in this situation at the minute. Oh my god! If they do Miz, Bobby, and Braun at WrestleMania, that's my toilet break.
You
The
say
world
that,
title is my
Yeah.
toilet break.
I feel like half an hour of watching The Miz run away from two big men. That'd be really funny.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. Actually, But yeah, I think Miz is a great heel champion because he just draws so much heat. Like,
Well, his IC title run was brilliant.
yeah,
Like
it
what he did
just-
with that belt to elevate it was
yeah.
great.
I cannot, if they've got a crowd at WrestleMania, which it sounds like they're hoping for. I cannot wait to hear the boos when Miz walks out because it's gonna be deafening.
They might surprise
Right.
you. They might cheer.
It's going to be so good. Well, if they cheer, I would still be happy because it means that people are appreciating everything Miz has done for the company.
Yeah.
Like, he's been one of their best heels for a very long time. So he's been pretty much just a career heel. But yeah, I think it's good. The fact that Bobby now gets a chance in the main event slot, good. The fact that Drew McIntyre no longer has to be on my screen every week, good. What else can I say?
Oh, fair, yeah.
Love
You
it.
covered it.
Love it.
Oh, right. Well, that about rounds it off, I think.
We said
we've-
it'd be a short
we-
one. We're at an hour.
We've already said that the pay-per-view was a bit of a letdown. I'm not looking forward to Fastlane. I think everyone, if there is title matches, everyone's going to retain.
I'm gonna have to get a Fastlane t-shirt, aren't I?
Yeah,
3
you
out of
are.
5. We're right.
Yeah.
Do you think we'll get Do you think we'll get Drew and Sheamus at Fastlane? Because I'll look forward to that at the very least.
Yeah,
Or do you
I
think they'll
think
save that for Mania?
I don't know. I think we might get like a rubber match between them.
I reckon if they do it, there'll be a third person in there, and then they'll be like, "No, this needs to be a one-on-one match. We'll do it at WrestleMania."
Yeah,
That
or
makes
it'll be a stipulation match at Fastlane, and then
Yeah,
it'll be a straight
straight up. match.
wrestling match at Mania.
I'll tag them up somehow. I don't know.
As long as they don't do something like some stupid, I don't know, Dublin Belfast brawl stipulation nonsense. Like, oh,
Competing against each other in the Highland Games.
oh. I'd love to watch some caber toss.
Yeah, I'd be alright.
That'd be hilarious.
Like
We already
MVP
know-
versus
we already
Matt
know
Hardy.
Drew's won that hands down. Have you seen him throwing the Money in the Bank briefcase across the stage?
Oh, I'll be down
Chucking
for
a
watching
log
that.
somewhere is going to be well easy. God.
Oh.
Shot put in the arena.
Yeah, shot put, caber toss, job done.
Yeah.
Cheese rolling.
Right, stop. We need to.
Yeah. Let's
wrap
stop.
it
Let's,
up.
yeah, let's go.
Sorry,
Anyway, so if you've sat through this epic review that we've just done, well done to you. Thanks for getting to the end. If you've enjoyed it, hit the like button like you're giving it a quick hot tag. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe. It really helps the channel out. And we'll see you on our Fastlane predictions if we don't see you before. Take care. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.